was
Maddest thing, I can do that too, but I just can't. I don't want to risk it. Chip out my thing.
And just like that, we're back. MTTE, More to the Ends podcast with myself, Big Cam. And today, I'm not by myself in the building. Who else we got in the building?
No one wants to go. Say that.
He's there by himself.
Come on. It's your boy E-Man JR in the building. Come on, man.
Whoosh.
J Ghost in the building, you know.
Whoosh.
R6 Snap. Old man. Dragon man.
All of the above. Whoosh. New year. New pod. New week. New joints. And you know what's so sick, yeah? You know I have to point out these things. Man didn't plan to be wearing the same colour. Man didn't plan to be wearing the same colour.
Oh yeah.
Just happened, didn't it?
I didn't realise
But that's what happens. That's what happens when the team is aligned.
You know, I didn't even realise.
That's what happens when
I didn't realise until now, you know.
Yeah, that's
we
what
rode all the way here. I didn't realise
That's
until
what
now.
happens when the team is aligned, innit? So yeah, first of all, just want to say happy to be in a new year with my peoples. Everyone made it and all of that stuff. No mad situations. So yeah, grateful for that. Thank you to everyone that's recently subscribed, recently followed and all that stuff. Like up the Instagram page. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Today is going to be a lovely spicy episode. But before we get into the episode properly, have to start with a quick couple of questions. Rick, you can start. Have you got any New Year's resolutions?
Yeah, I have.
I could think of one.
This guy's a bastard. He's a bastard.
Nah, my New Year's resolution is to try to prioritize my time. Yeah, much better because I think over recent years it's been a shambles, man. Like, because my work ethic is like it's constant work, gym, and sometimes I don't distribute it enough to like whether it be family, friends, kids. So yeah, prioritize my time a bit more and a bit more self-love for myself, man, because I don't really look after myself.
You
like
don't
I
really
should.
treat yourself still.
No,
I don't really. Yeah, it's a good look still. You man,
To read more books this year.
come on.
Okay.
I like that.
Knowledge is power, man.
Take that.
Come on, man.
Take that.
I'm joking. No, but that's it. Still,
Yeah, it's
that's
a
it.
good one. It's a good one still.
I've already started by reading the Game of Thrones book.
Oh,
Song of Fire and Ice.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, all 5 books. All 5 books.
Before the end of the
Is
year.
that based on the?
Yeah, the TV series still.
No.
No. The TV,
I don't-
the TV series is based off the book still.
I don't know how someone would actually pick up a book.
Oh.
Nah, but book's a book, innit?
Can I borrow
I
that?
thought you were gonna do
why
something
not?
like some
You are
some
queer.
live.
50 floor power and that.
Yeah,
That's what I was gonna say. Like, is it just for like entertainment, like reading or knowledge and stuff like that?
A bit of both. Obviously, it's more on the knowledge side, but obviously, when I was younger, I used to enjoy reading, innit? So, I guess it's a bit of both, innit?
You know why I enjoyed reading?
What about pods? Podcasts.
I like listen to them, yeah, but to read a book,
I don't
I
know.
need pictures in them. Pictures. I need pictures in my books.
It's one of those.
No, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Sometimes you need something more for your imagination to kick.
Yeah, man.
I hear you.
I get it.
But I don't need pictures, but I hear you.
What? Do you know what? What's wrong with pictures in books?
No. We're not going to get into that.
No, but what's wrong with
No, I
it?
need pictures.
There's nothing wrong with pictures in
Because
books.
you see, since
you
we've
said
grown
you
older,
need it.
it's like
But man said you need it.
No, do you know what it is? Yeah, do you know like when you read like autobiography and
Yeah.
you're reading it and you're like you're building a picture in your head.
Yeah,
of what something
I
might
know
look
exactly
like.
what you
And
mean.
you go like 10 pages down and you see a picture of, say for example, someone describing his time in prison.
Yeah,
and you see him in
Yeah,
prison.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
the
yeah.
picture I had in my head.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about
That's
still.
the beauty of books. Everyone's interpretation is different.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying this is why the picture is important, though, isn't it? Because then you can put it against the image
However,
that you had in your head. And
Wait.
see like,
I guess for an autobiography, but I think for a fictional book, non-fiction, that, you know, It's nice that everyone's got a different.
But
That's a good idea.
That's
You know?
why you have documentaries.
I feel you should let
these
you should let 3 people read a book here, and then put them in sit them in different rooms and ask them what their view was of the book. You get
Well,
me? People might come out with
We
different.
currently have 4 people in the room. Well, we've actually got more than that, but we've got 4 people in front of the cam. So how about we read a book?
What book?
I don't know. That's to be
Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Jackie Collins.
That's a rich.
Have you read it?
Hey, what?
Read a Jackie Collins book.
What
Chances.
have you read that already though?
Yes, I have.
Would you read it again?
Yes, I will.
All right, cool.
Book-
Because you'd have a different
dope.
perspective now.
What book is it?
Well, chances.
Jackie Collins.
Chances.
We'll put it up.
Old school. She's an old school. Remember
Put it up now.
Oh,
do you not remember Dynasty or anything like that? Do you remember Joan? Do you know who Joan Collins is? She's an actor.
Why am I moving? I'm moving like I haven't got a
she's
whole
an actress. Sorry,
MacBook
actress.
in front of me that I can't just.
Joan Collins, but Jackie Collins is Joan Collins' sister, innit? But she writes books, whereas Jackie Collins is an actress.
All right.
But her books, bro. Yeah.
Oh, of course, man knows Joan Collins. Do you know what? Yeah, this is before we move on because you still haven't said your New Year's resolution if you have one.
Why?
Do you not? Well, I don't know. I struggle.
You know what other man were saying their
name-
revolutions? I'm trying to
Trying
think
to
of
think of
one.
one.
Yeah, well, you got time. I struggle when people name names of actors and stuff because, like, if I see the face, oh, of course I know that lady, but man's just naming Bear Donnies. I'm just like, bro, I don't know who that is. Like, I don't know who that is, fam.
Yeah, but most times when you see them in film, you don't really
Think
like wait for the titles to go up to say, oh, that person.
Nah.
Unless you know,
unless
like
I know,
Denzel Washington,
and unless
or,
I care.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real. New Year's resolution.
A better me.
That's cool.
A better me. Now, you know what I mean by a better me? Like, I'm just trying to improve my life.
That's cool,
get
bro. It's not a
You
bad-
see, like, obviously, in the last 2 years and that, I've got my own place, living on my own, etc., etc. I'm trying to move onwards from, you get what I'm saying?
level up.
Done now.
Come on, man. That's what it's all about, man. And I'll finish off by saying, conveniently, I have a Wagwan in my hand. Excuse me. I started off the year on a dry January vibe. I read an article and they said, that's stupid. Why are you doing dry January? Do damp January. Damp January is when you don't not drink at all, but you just drink a lot less. So I'll be on that as well. I'm not gonna, because let's be real, man can drink in it, but I don't feel like I need to have 2 Wagwans. I can have the one and be calm. I don't need to have a double every time. I can have a single and be calm. So that's my thing in it. Just cutting down my alcohol usage and just being better with my
I know
diet in
bare other man that need to have a damp January,
Brother, do you know
dry
what?
January,
You're so right.
bread January. You need something. Hard on bread January.
Bread
Hard on bread
January.
You need to be dry, bro. Man, nah, enough of the man them
You know
just
what's good though?
drink a lot.
Like with everyone's
Way too
resolution,
Yeah, go on.
like it's mad that everyone's like self-aware of things that
They need to improve on.
yeah, like because I think a lot of people are they're just going along with life without even like taking time to like reflect on their life to say like, raw, like, okay, cool, I done this year or I done that, but like, where can I improve or where did I go wrong? Do you know what I mean? They're just like, just wake up today, wake up tomorrow. It's the same thing. It's like a cycle. They just going through life and just the days is taking them, and they're not really.
Then they're gonna wake up and say, "Why is my life like this? Why haven't I?"
You know, like
achieved
I feel like that a lot. You
nothing?"
know, I look at people and think to myself, like, raw, like, don't you want to do nothing different? Like, don't you want to experience something different, bro?
Bro,
You
It
get
reminds
it?
me of something still.
bro,
You know where I want to go? I want to go Singapore.
yeah.
I want to go Singapore, bro. Their wildlife's supposed to be off the chart.
Yeah,
Fam.
bro. Put it out.
It's all
you put it
protected.
into the universe.
It's
now,
all
anyway.
protected, innit? But you know what the thing is with me, fam?
London Zoo.
That's far away,
Said
bro.
love is you. Go on.
That's
Oh yeah, because you know, like,
No, I'm talking about like while you're rolling, bro. Like imagine walking through West and you're just seeing a fucking hummingbird. Like yeah,
In a sense, I'm better than a hummingbird.
nah, we don't see hummingbirds over here, bro.
Well, you could have used like, I don't know, like
No,
a
but I'm talking about
tiger or-
exotic. You get me? Like we see bees
I
and
wanna-
shit.
I want to see like
we
a-
see
I
foxes
wanna see like
and
a
that.
white tiger.
You got badgers and them.
White
Yeah,
time? Do they still?
I want to go there as well. I want to go to the
I thought they were extinct.
I don't even know what it is, but it's bare. They're Buddhists. Have you seen it? And they got bare tigers there, but the tigers are mad docile, bro.
Yeah,
and like you can just walk up and down with them and that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to do that still, but I'm trying
that's not on
to. I'm
us,
trying to
man.
hold a big cane,
We put it.
maybe a 4-5 in my waist or something.
Just in case.
Them man, they eat beer rice. Them man, they eat beer rice, fam. They don't look like they got much protein to take the tag. You get me? If the tiger attacks, man, and that. The man, they don't look like they got the protein to actually help. You get me, fam? Like,
Do you think the older you get, like, the more mature you've become in a sense of, like, wanting to explore the world? You're not, like, just sticking to your little bubble that you've known, like, for so many years.
You see,
if that makes sense.
You see me, yeah.
100%.
I've always been a wildlife guy, innit? I love wildlife, bro.
Shout
But
out
obviously,
David Attenborough.
the older I've got,
Big fan.
I've wanted to experience like different countries and that, and seen because, bro, like I remember, like the last time I went yard, I forgot, like I wasn't even thinking like, raw, I'm gonna see different type of things when I get to yard. I'm just thinking I'm gonna see my peoples, the ends, blah blah blah, brother. I've shit you not. As soon as I got there the last time, we was at the gates of the yard, innit? Nice house and that, big gates, whatever. We got to the gates, but remember there's be a dog in the yard, innit? So obviously, man, them have to get out of the car and deal with the dog then before we can go through. You get me? So while the man them are doing that, bro, I saw a lizard on the wall, bro. Bro.
Man, see them still.
Bro.
Man, see them still.
Like I don't know, innit? Man grew up in Brixton, bro. South London, it's just hella bricks. Ants,
Concrete jungle.
rats and dogs and that. Cats,
Maybe
foxes.
maybe
You get what I'm saying?
Just
Maybe
see
a
goats
You
and cows
see when you
walking
first see a fucking gecko and that, just there. Just there in your, you get what I'm saying? Just in your ends, like, brother, I jumped out of the car, bro. I'm moving, man, I'm watching me. I'm moving mad with the gecko, you know, fam. I'm saying, you lot. Everybody's looking at me like I'm nuts. I'm saying good for you, man. I don't even care,
You
bro.
ever seen them films, where someone thinks someone's in the house and they walk past like their door and the person is in the house and it mirrors them and they're doing this in front of them like that.
Fam,
And
me and the
they
gecko
go-
was doing that bare,
And then
bro.
they go,
Imagine the living rooms like this. Imagine the living rooms like this, yeah? And yeah, I'm there chilling, I'm sitting down, I'm watching TV. Brother, I look up behind me, I'm saying, how's the thing just staying there like that? I was all like that. The thing's just moving, just chilling. I'm saying, rah, you know what? You go on chill. You stay there, innit? And then I was eating a food. I was in the kitchen eating a food, bruv. Brother, the moth.
Massive, isn't it?
Why do I feel like, you know what happened to King Kong?
Yeah.
I mean, not King Kong, Godzilla.
Yeah.
You know, like there was I think they let off a nuclear bomb, innit?
Yeah.
And it fucked, the effects fucked with him and it got big.
Yeah.
Bro, I feel like yard creatures have been fucked with by some sort of weather. Why is every creature in yard so big, bro?
Massive, bruv.
Brother,
Massive.
the wasps are so big, they can't tuck their legs in. Like, you know when you see wasps flying over here, you don't see their legs. When you see them land, you see their legs come
I've
out.
never seen a wasp.
You get it? You never seen a wasp in England?
Bro, I've seen bees.
Are you
and
sure
like
you haven't
big
seen
queen.
it, but you don't
Bro,
know?
but I've never seen a wasp. I know what a wasp look like.
You sure?
I'm 100%
Man said, you sure?
Yeah, because like, you
I know
see
what
them
it looks
quite
like.
often.
Brother, the wasp
I've
in
never
yard,
seen one here.
their legs hang down so like they just bun a spliff. I'm saying, I'm looking at the wasps here, fam, and I'm thinking, all the time in my head, I'm thinking, if
You think
this,
it's the climate though? Like when
obviously
they're
the sun-
here,
the sun and that.
warm, and when they're there, they're just
I don't know, but the wasp legs was just hanging. I'm saying, raw, hold on. I've seen the flies with their legs out like that. Do you get what I'm saying? Like
That could
different
be
type of
homework.
flies. But
This guy.
but the wasp in yard.
We're
interesting
reading,
though. No, but it'd be
we're doing
interesting. No, but
homework. This is good.
no, but it'd be interesting though, isn't it? It's
Wow.
what do you call it? It's what they call education.
You're right.
Like why
The
do
wasp in
they,
yard,
in
bro.
the
They
warm
look like
country-
if they sting you, it's hospital.
Yeah, I hate it still.
I'm not lying. They look like if they sting you, it's hospital. You're visiting, bro.
Alright, boom. That was interesting actually. That was quite good.
It was my peak, fam. I was shook.
Alright, so we've got a lot to go through. So I'm gonna just try and run through them. If you lot are taking kind of long, man is gonna kind of move you lot on. Same with me. If I'm waffling, just move man on as well.
Try to give man no spelling testing.
No, we're not doing all that today. We're not doing that today. So,
Like that, fam.
Cause I didn't want to talk
Give
about
man
that.
spelling
Like,
test. I ain't even watched that button back yet. I might say, hey, rude boy. You might have to delete this
Hey,
and take
no,
that
actually,
phone joke.
with that being said, shout out our editor. You're a G still because since he's been patterning us things, our quality of our vids have actually been going up. So shout out to him, man. But before we get into the main part of the different stuff that's been going on this week and that, yeah, does anyone have any predictions for this year? Like anything they think that hasn't happened that they think is gonna happen?
That's hard still, you know. Pause.
Bro,
That's a
Wait,
hard
can we do a
one
pause
still.
blanket? Is that a thing?
Pause.
Can we do a pause blanket? Where
Maybe.
you just pause the whole thing, like
Yeah.
Pause blanket.
I start a conversation like that sometimes.
Yeah.
Listen, pause from
pause
early,
blanket.
yeah? Cool.
You get me? Like
It's
man's
about
not
to sound
talking.
funky.
You get me? But, yeah. Is
Now, that's
there
a
any
hard
predictions?
one still, fam.
Any predictions?
You reckon something's gonna happen to Harry? Or you reckon he's just gonna be chatting shit?
No, I think he's just gonna be chatting shit.
Because you know,
I think
like,
he's alienating himself more.
You,
than-
Harry?
Yeah.
Nah, bro.
you know, like,
Do you know what's gone?
you know, like, I look at it like this, innit? Because it's so one-sided, yeah.
Mm.
It's only for this is just, bro, something. I believe, like, you see all the time that these things are happening, bro. I feel like something else is happening that they don't want to tell us about.
Yeah.
Who the fuck cares about what's going on with Harry and that? Obviously, we all do in some type of way. But haven't you realised we're not hearing the other side of the story, bro? So it don't make sense. We're just hearing one side. So it's not really like court. They're not holding court with us, bro. You get it? So we're not hearing a fair side of the story.
Yeah.
We're just hearing one side. Now, one side of the story always sounds interesting, bro.
Yeah.
You can win a war and tell your side of the story. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
But at the
You
same
get
time, you know the royal family are never ever gonna speak on
That's
that
my point,
situation,
fam. That's my point. Why is it so? Why is Harry making so much money off of it?
Alright, first of all,
You get it? Why is it the
shout
information
out his Netflix doc and his book
just out
and
there
the
for
other
us,
book.
bro? You get it? It's just out there for us to just
because the people
You
need
go
to
through,
know
and
the
then I'm
truth.
gonna say what I say.
take it.
Well, my take on it is this, yeah. Like, yes, the royal family ain't gonna speak up, but I think the majority of the English people, they look at the British people, they look at the royal family as this like they don't do no wrong. Do you know what I mean? But if you break it down fundamentally, they're human beings that make mistakes. Do you know what I mean? And as much as Harry's gonna say like, oh, his brother done this or his father said this and all these things, I think that we can't dismiss it and say, bruv, he's capping, he's chatting shit. This didn't happen.
Okay, cool. So this is what I was just saying. Two things, yeah. First of all, or three things actually. First of all, I don't think anyone doesn't believe him. I think everyone believes him, but we're just kind of like, bro, you said this like 2 months ago.
But that's the
You said
thing.
this 2 months ago. Wait.
The fuckery, everyone's going to believe it because we want to believe
Wait.
fuckery is happening in that palace, bro.
Second thing, me and you are brothers, yeah. We don't really beef. But if we was to beef, I'm not coming on my podcast to slate you and cuss you and try and write a book about how you done me dirty and that. I'm just saying that. Would you do that to me as a brother? Like, really? Man,
But I think it's
Man, trust you.
I'm saying, right, for example, like the dynamic is different because, okay, Harry's been disowned by the royal family, do you know what I mean? And you're next in line to follow to become king, yeah? So therefore, there's a protocol that you have to follow. Do you know what I mean? So as much as like, maybe this is my only way of trying to reach to you. To say,
Okay,
like,
I get you.
bro, like,
Yeah, but
I'm speaking
you
out
see,
my
wait,
truth,
wait.
so I'm hoping
Hold
you,
your point.
like, I know you have to follow a protocol. I'm not telling you to go to the papers and say X, Y, Z. Like, reach out to me on a personal level. Do you know what I mean?
I'll say this, yeah. Remember, they say, when there's two people arguing, no. If a person's out on the street, yeah, and they're shouting at the other person, like, shout, you're moving mad, da, 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 da.
People can't tell who the crazy one is.
The
Yeah.
other person's just looking at them like, I don't know why you're moving mad. In fact, everyone's going to look at the person that's shouting saying, why is my man shouting so mad? Like, he's moving mad over there. These times, it really could be the guy that's all quiet and that's actually done the wrong thing, but he's just not saying anything. So it makes the person that's shouting, in this case, Harry, look crazy. So that's all I'll say on that. I'll let you go.
You see me here, bro. Like, obviously, in school you learn about royal history and all that. Yeah. Why go on for these idiots, bro? Like, why go on for them, fam?
Why go for mine?
Like, on the real though, like, I'm a prince, bro. I'm gonna do some outlandish shit because I'm a prince. You get it? I'm a king.
You're human.
I'm a queen. Yeah, of course I am. But that's what makes it bad. Because I'm gonna feel a certain way. No establishment ain't gonna stop me. You see, remember, like, my man, what's his name? That notorious king had bare women.
Henry VIII.
Come on, bro. Why ain't they moving like Henry VIII? He called the shots. Do you get what I'm saying? What he said goes,
Off
fam.
of his head.
You get it?
Different times now.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Of course, it doesn't matter though. It doesn't matter, bro. I'm a king. You think, bro? I'm
Yeah,
a
no,
king.
but even though you're a king, it's a title. You know.
Yeah. It's a title, but I'm a king, fam.
You can do.
There's certain things I can say that you can't tell me not to say. That you can't tell me that I can't do.
Did you
get
know?
it? Because the queen and the king can do a lot of things that we've never seen them do.
Yeah, that's very
Do you get what I'm saying, fam? We've never seen
I
them
was
do
actually
it.
gonna say-
We've never seen them change a law.
Did you know?
We've never seen them say, nah, you know what?
I don't think they can though.
I was gonna say,
I don't
one,
think
they
can.
can't change laws because they've given over the power to
Yeah, I know that part, but I'm saying though, like,
But
it's
I know
not
you're saying
some.
they can do certain
What the
things,
fuck
though.
are they doing, bro?
But the
Like,
other
they're just
thing-
there being royal for what?
Did you know that the king don't need a passport?
No, he doesn't need. They don't need to carry money.
No, it's just.
So this is what I'm saying. Where the law for them is like, even like, for example, where Harry has been in a situation where the circumstance he lost, obviously his mum. Do you know what I mean? And I think sometimes when he, on reflection, he thinks like,
stuck
"Raw,
to die,
like,
I know.
this could happen to my wife, my family now."
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? So he's calling out certain things, and people are like, "Ah, bruv, he's chatting shit. Like,
Brother,
get on with it."
The Rothschilds don't need a passport.
Who's child?
Shout out Warren Buffett.
The Rothschilds, bro.
Alright,
Yeah, but when you're in a certain level and status, and you have certain links, then
Look,
Put it like this, yeah.
wait.
Put it like this,
Last
yeah.
point, last
Put it like
point.
this, yeah. The
Huh?
Rothschilds
Yeah.
are the family that own the monetary banks.
Oh,
Do you know what the monetary banks do? They run countries. You see it? They don't need passports to move where they're moving.
money is power, though, isn't it?
Of course, and
If you have money, if you have the power,
Wait,
money.
wait. You want us
seen-
to wish happy birthday to Ghost
Have you seen the
right
thing?
now on cam?
Have you seen the thing?
Aye, happy birthday to my guy Ghost. Yeah, man. Nothing's been cut one
Birthday
from my
boy.
man. Yeah,
love,
I am
love
me.
to everybody.
Go
But
on,
yeah, have you seen the clip of Prince Charles? Yeah, and the man's talking to him, and he's got his finger in Prince Charles's chest.
No,
You must have seen that clip, and it
What,
says,
was that in
"Raw,
the line?
this is where you know power talks." Like this is a
I don't think I've
king.
seen that still.
You see when he
How
done?
recent is that?
You see when when Prince Charles just done the thing, just took over from the Queen. And
Oh yeah.
you see, there's a picture. It's been on bare social media, fam.
He's King Charles.
Yeah, him. and my man's poking him in his chest, but it's a picture of him talking. Like you can't see what he's saying, but it's a picture and he's poking in his chest.
Think
Think about it, bruv.
I
Have you ever seen
remember it.
anybody poke the Queen in her chest while they're talking?
I don't know.
Like, oh, poke the Queen, like, raw, listen, red tape. Brother, my man's talking to King Charles and poking him in his chest.
What do you think? That's like you don't rate him, like, bruv, you're just.
Don't rate him. I'm telling you what to do, big man. Listen. Get me. That's what it looks
don't
like he's
think
saying to
you're
me.
listening.
He's saying, hey, what I want you to do now, yeah? This is what I want you to do. It's up. I feel like he's saying, it's up to you now to red tear, big man. You get me? What you gonna do? You gonna do that or you're not gonna do that? Let me know.
I love how he talks like he's talking to him now.
Like, let me know, bro.
Hey, look,
You get me?
Remember, I told you we got a lot of stuff that we got to get through, so I'm gonna reel off a couple
We'll search
things.
that one.
Nah, King Charles is nuts, man. I can't say that, bro.
Nah. Brother, that's what he is. He's a king, bro.
Who?
Charles.
They're king, fam. He ain't my king.
Imagine listening to this
Selassie,
Imagine you listen to this podcast.
King Selassie,
Imagine you listen to this podcast and say, "Right, like you're disrespecting him. Have you arrested him?"
Ooh, come then, bro.
Don't arrest me,
The
bro.
first thread
Don't
that
arrest
comes
me. I'm not on
the
it.
first thread that comes to
I'm
me
just
is getting
fighting
knocked
FIFA,
out.
bro.
Nah,
You know
Minutes
me,
ago,
fam.
you're saying he's the king, so he should have powers to do whatever he wants.
I'm
So
saying that's their titles, isn't it?
That's
But
true.
I'm saying if I was the king, yeah, like how they're calling him the king, yeah. I'm saying to you, listen to what I'm saying.
You can't disrespect
You know what I would do? You know what I would do? You know what I would do? Alright, cool. You know what I would do? First things first. You know what I
Go
would
quick,
do?
though. Go quick. Go on.
I'll say, alright, cool. You see you, Ari. You see you, William. Come here, you bumbo, you know. You get me? Set up camera. Start out to the fuckery. Right now. You get me? Stop the one-sided. You're saying what you're saying because you know my man's under.
Yeah.
He's under caution.
Yeah,
He shouldn't be king and that. He can't really talk recklessly like how you can talk. Uno start out on a pussy clat. That's bruv. You're
Yeah,
mad.
100% clipping.
My
that,
man ain't
so-
saying shit. You know what he said? You know what I've heard he said? You're something about Harry. You're making my term look bad or some shit like that. You're making my term a misery or you're on something on them levels. Like right, you're making the start of my thing fuckery.
That's what William said to Harry.
That's what his dad said to Harry, bro. King Charles.
Look, Look, we're off that, innit? Because we spent way too much time.
Does man rate him? Man don't rate him, cuz. You like a mad fam. Diana and that, you know.
That's the picture you're talking about.
Yeah, bro. That's
Have you
he's
not
a
seen-
Rothschild. He's
Have
part
you
of the
not seen
Rothschild
this, though?
family.
Have you not seen this?
How come the country forgave him though? Like,
Hello everybody, welcome to my Shagify rap. All of the juicy stats from my juicy sex life.
what right?
So, how many sexual partners did I have in the?
Oh, yeah.
I had.
So the people know what I'm talking
of those 54 were new to me, which is an average of 1.05 partners a week, which I'm pretty proud of. I can't lie. So I'm now up to a total current partner number of 91. Only 12 of them I shagged more than once, and 38 of them were met through swingers clubs. The gender split, it's done into men and women because as far as I know I didn't shag anybody non-binary. So in total we had 33 men, 10 of which had big dicks, which I'm counting as 7 inches or bigger. 2 of those were DILFs.
What?
Women,
Good to know. Good to
women,
know.
which I feel is pretty good, giving lots of bisexual energy. 2 of those were MILFs. Of those 21 women, 5 of them at least, I was there confirmed first time with another girl. With 2 more were
Wait, did you say she sounds
potentially their
fat?
first time or very early
Why
on
is she gotta
into
be
their,
fat?
you know,
Oh, she's breathing
shagging
too
women
heavy.
journey. Injuries I received, a nipple piercing, a dual nipple piercing infection, a ripped nipple piercing, which actually I received as a result of getting out of the shower, but it, you know, affected my sex life, so we're cutting it there, so I don't have to take responsibility for it. A cut urethra from someone's fingernails, and a bruised nose from where someone was sat on my face at a bit of a...
Right. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna play the rest of it because if you,
She got a bruised nose.
I didn't know about all of those
there
details.
was a
Still,
whole nother minute that I could have played.
that's long, bro. But I don't.
Wait,
bro,
wait,
bro. Hold on. Why she gotta be fat, bro?
Bro, did you not see her, bro?
Yeah, but before you saw her,
No, but I said it. I said why though. Bro, she was breathing too heavy, fam.
oh, breathing.
Yeah, fam. The way she was talking, she was
I
breathing
thought
too
you was talking
heavy,
about the way because she's moving like how she's moving and that. Like, I was about to say, cause
No.
you get me, man. Don't do skinny round haircuts.
Listen. I second that still, but listen.
You like bigger women.
Yeah, bro.
Is that your preference? Or
the way you said it.
Now you know what it is.
on.
yeah, bro. I prefer bigger women. Still.
right.
I
So do I.
can't. You see, slim women.
Look. Pause.
It's not for me, bro.
The reason why I just brought up that clip is because one, I found it actually very, very impressive that she done a Graham Souness, Rio Ferdinand, Alan Shearer match of the day breakdown on her sex life for the past year. I thought that was very impressive.
I think she's a hoe.
However, I still think she's a hoe, and I also think it's because not
I
because
think she's a hoe,
not
bro.
because of not because of how many people she banged. Even
1.3 man a week. 1.3 men a
not
week.
even-
So if a man was hitting that ratio,
That's like
what-
5 man a month.
No, but do you
If
know
a man
why?
was
Do you
seeing
know
that
why?
ratio,
though? Do
then
you know
what
why I
is
think
it?
she's a Jezzy?
A man.
Yeah, if
We're different,
you
bro.
was hitting
We're
that
made to do
ratio-
that shit.
Exactly, but do you know what?
We're made to do that shit,
You know,
bro.
I think she's a
Facts.
Jezzy.
You see, if we do that shit, nothing don't happen to us, bro. You get it in this current day society. Sorry, my nigga. Sorry, my cuz. You get me? But in this current society, in this day and age, yeah, hoe is life to some girls. You get it? But what some girls
Gonna get
don't,
onto that.
what doesn't penetrate some girls' heads, yeah, bro. Like our instruments are different. Our sexual instruments are different.
Ours
You
is
get it?
outside, yours is inside.
There you go. You get me? So we're made to do certain things, and I'm not being sexist by doing that. It's just what I really and truly believe, bro. And if you even read up from history, from the beginning of time, from when we first started knowing about man and women or sex and them thing there, bro. Man has been always the guy that's always the person that's traveled around doing what they need to do.
So
Women are always the person that kind of, you get what I'm saying? But I'm saying in this day and age, bro, for her to be doing that, how much clinic dates has she got, bro? How much different diseases must she be?
Why don't they
How-
say the same to men?
Wait,
how much clinic dates? Yeah, clinic dates is cool,
All I
but
wanted
that's
to
it's
say
a
is
bit
why I think
different.
she was a
Like
hoe.
you get
That's
it,
all I
like
wanted to say.
you
I just want to say why I thought she was a hoe.
she might not be able to have many more kids.
Go on and I'll put my spin on it.
So this is
She might not be able to have. She might be doing untold a lot of things to her insides. You get me, fam? You can't mute my thing. You can't mute my thing. You get me? Know what I'm saying? I just think like it's too. It's not like women that do as much as that nowadays. Yeah, it's not frowned upon as much as it should be, bro. Yeah. That's what I think. That's my honest words that I tried to actually get out, but I tried to say too much. But I just feel like it's not. I feel like it's even celebrated by a certain gal.
That's what.
Do you get what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
And I
Shout out
think
City
that's
girls, man.
Obviously, times has changed in the sense that okay, if you're saying it's acceptable for men to do it, why can't us men accept it's okay for women to do it then?
Why?
And the reason I say that
Because it ain't.
But this is what I'm saying. The reason why I say this is because, like, the number she just said, yeah, I think that's low. Do you know what I mean? For a woman, because I think
one guy a week.
Yeah, because for women, it's easy to like.
Actually, it was above one guy.
In them terms, because it's so easy. Yeah, I get it.
I used to be that guy back in the days where my numbers. If I tell you my numbers now, you'd be like, "Bruv, you're
Ronaldo."
I tell you this, I'm not chatting shit. Do you know what I mean? Like when I say I was prolific,
goals and assists,
and I'm not here trying to brag or big it up or anything. Do you know what I mean? But I'm saying like I think there's a double standard in the sense that like, yes, we're saying okay, us men can go out there and supposed to put our dicks about do whatever.
No, I never said we're supposed to. I said we can. It's more acceptable.
So if we're accepting that, why can't we accept that women should be able to do the same thing?
Because, bro, let me tell you why. Yeah. Sorry, but he asked me a question before you said that. You know, he did. Rick asked me a question right before you said it. So, look, my answer to that is this, innit? Like, you made me fucking forget, bro.
That was you, bro. I said go.
Would you say again, Rick? Why is it more acceptable?
Yeah, why can't we accept that, raw? Like,
cool. So I remembered the weed. I remembered. Listen, weed fuck man up, bro. I just forget everything now. Listen, I feel like this, innit? Most women, not all, most women are gonna want to settle down someday.
Thank you very much.
You get it?
Most
after doing all of that, and trying to settle down, bro. If you're with a, I don't even want to speak certain things, innit? I don't want to. You get what I'm saying? But listen to what I'm saying. Mandem's experienced gal, yeah. We all experience gal.
Yes, I believe so. Yes.
So we know what good vagina feel like, and we know what not so good vagina feel like.
Yes, I believe so. But this is what I'm saying.
Now she wants to settle down when the vagina is not so good.
Yeah, but
and then the man that's gone in there has realised, right, hold on, the thing ain't so good.
What I'm trying to say is like,
should I settle down?
The vagina has nothing to do with the amount of men that you have slept with. Do you know, you can sleep with that's what I'm saying.
George, tell him the facts.
Justice. So therefore, if a woman sleep with 1,000 men, it shouldn't make no difference because just like you said, a woman wants to settle down. A man wants to settle down.
I'm just gonna say what I want to say. 'Cause I've been waiting.
Do you know what I mean? A man wants to settle down. So it's like, if she should accept that it's okay for you to sleep with 500 women, why isn't it acceptable? Why can't you accept that she slept with 500 guys?
I never said she should accept it. I never said anyone should accept it. I said it's more acceptable.
Yeah, society.
That's what I said.
Right.
Nah,
so
let
me spit some bars in it. Let me spit some bars in it. Nah, George.
George wants to wire, man.
I know, bro.
She's been over there doing this for a long time.
No, so alright, cool. So first of all,
she knows I'm gonna react.
First of all, that gal that made that TikTok, as I said, her actual in-depth breakdown was very sick. So shout out to her for that. However, yes, you are still a Jezzy because you slapped bare man in a very short space of time. And you told the world. If you didn't tell anyone, no one would know. So I can't call you a hoe because I don't know what you're doing. But now I know. I don't even know her name. I don't even know her name.
You're not gonna.
That's the point. I don't even need to know her name. I just know if I see you in Scunthorpe or whatever, you're a slag. That's what I know.
Not really. She just be if
Hold on a minute. Watch this. George, we've got a daughter in 20 years' time. She tells you that she's had sex with a guy every week. What are you saying to her?
I wouldn't be happy.
Alright, thank you very much. Anyway, back to
That's my daughter.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Because she's your daughter.
That's my point. That's my point. So because wait.
Nah, that's fucked up.
Wait. I'm still going. I've got bars. Sorry, I've got 16 bars.
That same friend is gonna come back to you crying when she can't settle down.
Exactly. Right,
So
wait.
you keep telling her to go, girl.
Listen.
Someone will wife her.
Hey,
No, listen.
that she ain't gonna like.
What do you
Exactly.
mean? Someone would.
Wait,
Yeah,
that's what you just said.
Somebody would.
Hey,
She
Cam's
ain't
killing
gonna
me,
like
fam.
what she
My
has to
guy.
settle down for. She ain't gonna like it in the end, bro. Because it's not gonna be her type. I guarantee you, she has to settle for somebody that's not her type.
I've still
I
got
guarantee
8
that.
bars. I've still got 8 bars.
What I would say is the same way a woman accept that a man has slept with 1,000 women.
Who? Except,
Wait,
don't
wait.
ask me no
I
questions.
still got 8 bars, bro.
Don't even ask me.
It's the same
She
way a
can't
man
ask
would
me who I've
pass
slept with. I'm not
Right.
gonna expose it.
Watch this. Watch this.
I'm not gonna expose it, bro.
Watch this. Can we all agree that generally speaking, most men, even in a relationship, if they're allowed to, would like to sleep with multiple women?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Cool. Can we also
Thinking about it.
can we also agree that most women wouldn't actually want to sleep with bare man? They would prefer to have that guy and be chilling with that guy. They're not really on sleep
Women are
around.
actually more monogamous, and that comes down
Right
to
then.
our
So
genetics.
right. So back to the sex stuff, yeah. So when man is out slapping every gal every week, whatever. Me slapping a gal, as I said before, is like playing FIFA, loading up career mode. I'm just banging the game, bro. It's not that big of a deal to me. Whereas for another gal, there's a connection tied to it. So even though physically you said, the pom pom will stretch back, emotionally, what that's doing, as gal like to talk about energies and all of that rare tear, bruv, it has an effect. And you can't, well not you, but a gal can't, I know I said like you're a gal. A gal can't really sleep around with zero effect unless she's been through some deep, dark, traumatic shit. And that's why usually they end up doing porn and being an OnlyFans gal. Yes, and that's fine. But what I'm saying is,
Time is too long. You get me?
this guy, man spat like F64. I wanted to spit a 32 bar, and man's trying to cover me. But yeah, that's the point I'm trying to make. That with this, and the reason why I brought it up with this body count stuff is that there's no point trying to debate about it. As George even showed herself, my girl, love her. If it's to do with our kids and people that she cares about, maybe a cousin, maybe a sister, obviously she's cool, but
Yeah, we don't care about that whole.
if you don't care about them, then yeah, they can do whatever they want. Be liberal, be liberated, sexually liberated, blah blah.
But you gotta understand-
if you care about
you see-
that person, you know it's very reckless. And last point. When you're a man, if I get a gal pregnant, I know I got her pregnant. No, that's a lie. I don't know I got her pregnant. It could be anyone. But if a gal is pregnant, that's it. She's pregnant. You know she's pregnant, but you don't know necessarily who the dad could be, especially if she's been quite promiscuous in her time.
I got 2 questions.
That's all I have to say.
I have something on that.
I got 2 questions. Yeah? I got 2 questions.
Shout out
Yeah?
Jamal. Rest in peace.
This guy, you know.
Rest in peace, bro.
I got 2 questions. Yeah, I got 2 questions. After being so promiscuous, well, might not even be promiscuous. After sleeping with so much man, yeah. Do you reckon she can now settle down with just one guy and be comfortable?
100%.
She could, but like you said, she's gonna settle down with a waste man, some Egypt.
He doesn't
man.
have to be a
That's-
waste man.
He's gonna be a
It
waste
doesn't
man.
have to be a waste man.
Okay,
Why does it have to
cool. My next question is, yeah, sorry, we're gonna answer this one as well. My next question is,
There's no
like,
guy I've
you see,
there's men
you see
that
that
will love
elastic, you see that elastic thing that women so strongly speak about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a fact.
that going back. I know it's a fact. I know it's a fact. But when you leave an elastic out in the sun for too long, what happens? When you leave an elastic out for in the sun for too long, what happens? No, I ain't finished. Sorry, I ain't finished. Listen. She don't need to. She doesn't need to. That's just part of my point. Listen, that's just part of my point. That's just me explaining to you that elastics get old. Elastics get old. Elastics get old. All right, but tell me if it's so good, Sorry, my people. If it's so good, yeah, and it stretches back to wherever it was, yeah. Why is it that men get fucking people, not even men,
I'm putting my hand up. I'm
people
putting my hand
get
up,
mad or upset in marriages. The sex get boring in marriages. Tell me it doesn't. Or in long-term relationships.
wait.
Tell me it doesn't.
Let me
If
say
it stretches back. Because I promise you.
Can I say it's not because of that?
not because
Because
of
can I
that.
say something? Earlier on in this conversation, yeah, Cam said men things are on the outside, women stuff on the inside. So therefore, that point about being left out in the sun, it's irrelevant because it's on the inside. So therefore, it's covered.
Obviously, that can't happen. Obviously, that can't happen. But my point to that was like basically letting you know that elastics are after time. Even elastics get old, bro.
Do you know in
And elastics,
marriage?
and you can go like that and it will just pop.
Do you know what it is in marriage? In marriage, it's the same as relationship where people just fall into a habit.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? They fall into a habit in the sense that like
Spicy.
every week becomes repetitive. Now, if something's repetitive, eventually you get bored of it. Do you know what I mean? They don't say, babe, like let's have sex and the kitchen table. It's just everyday missionary in the same place.
Alright, cool.
At a specific
No
time.
disrespect.
So therefore, it's like you lose interest.
She's a woman.
And also, to add, during a long time, a long relationship, years and years, 30 odd years, a lot of the issues that come with older sex doesn't actually come from the women because they can lubricate and get wet. It's actually the men. Erectile dysfunction is a big issue with older men. So the sex might be.
I'm not talking about the beginning part of sex.
I'm talking about
Whether it can start happening. I'm talking about while it's happening.
What?
I'm talking about the sex while it's ongoing. Not like I can't get it up. No, I'm talking about the sex in the relationships. The sex, not the fact that whether I can get up or whether you're in the mood for it or
You
not.
said long-term relationship.
Yeah, but I'm saying the sex. I'm not talking about like. I'm not talking about.
I think
repetitive.
I think what George is saying.
I'm not talking about like foreplay or anything that leads up to it.
what George is
The loving that is still there. I get that part.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about the sex itself.
Yeah.
Oh, you're saying
Do-
the non.
The non, the dick, whoever, do you get me? Whether it's a female speaking about it, whether it's a man speaking about
drink
it.
your water, man.
I've heard both sexes saying
2 liters.
sex gets boring. Whether or not they're trying new things or not.
No, I think it's because it's repetitive. Do you know what I mean?
I don't think that.
They say spice is variety.
I don't think that.
Spice is a variety of life. Do you know what I mean?
Spice.
Shout out to Spice Girls.
Imagine this, yeah.
Pepper down there.
Imagine if your partner says, "Do you know something? For the next 20 years, I'm gonna give you dry crackers every single day." Eventually, they'll be like, "Bruv, like."
Crackers ain't sex though.
No,
bro.
but I'm saying,
You said the elastic thing, bro. I was going on. You lot said, bro. You lot talking about the elastic thing.
Give me some Oreos or McVitie's or like a rich tea or give me something. Do you know what I mean? You need something to like for your taste buds.
Who's gonna say that?
Because I'm
Who's
saying
gonna say that? The
eventually
man?
your taste buds will be like, I'm coming with these fucking dry crackers,
Bro, you might.
I ain't even got.
But that's like, alright, cool. But that's like saying, cool. I'm gonna have crackers. That's like
Your
cool.
throat can't swallow.
That's like cool.
You be like, give me some water to like let it go down a bit easier.
Alright, but that's like saying, cool. I'm gonna have the same crackers, but instead of having it with tea, I'm gonna have it with hot chocolate. Instead of having it with hot chocolate, I'm gonna put cream on the hot chocolate and put a little cinnamon on top.
Young marshmallow.
Do you get what I'm saying? But
you
it's still the
wouldn't wear
same
that
crackers.
tracksuit. You wouldn't wear that tracksuit every single day because eventually it's
I
going to
could
look
clean it, I
washed.
could.
No,
I'm joking.
what I'm saying, eventually it's going to wash out and look old and be like, I need something new. Do you know what I mean? You're going to get
Alright,
bored-
but you
you're gonna
can't
get
say you
bored of
need
it.
new pussy.
No, but I'm saying you can change like the things that you guys do. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying that you can like if you do missionary every day. At 9 o'clock,
Yeah, I hear that. If it's the same position.
babe, like, can we go downstairs or can we
If
do
it's the
something
same
different?
position,
Can we go in the car
you see
or go
me,
in the
you see me,
car?
bro.
Lads.
You
Last
see me
point, last
in terms
point,
of
'cause
in
I've gotta
terms
move
of
on
in
to
terms
side.
of like that kind of thing. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I'm not that type of guy. I'm not gonna do the same thing with my gal. I'm gonna switch it up, even if my girl don't really like to. She's, you know what I mean. I'm gonna try something
But what
different.
if she's
You
not-
get me?
what
I'm
if-
gonna
what-
try something
What if
different.
she's not comfortable? If she's like, oh, like let's keep the light off, and you be like, no, let's turn it on.
Keep the light off?
We always have sex with the light off.
Fuck that.
Yeah,
I'm a
but
good
that's what I'm saying.
negotiator
But
because we
maybe
can
she's
keep
not
the light off then.
comfortable. Eventually, you be like, this is a bit boring.
I'm trying to close the deal, goddammit.
Get me?
You get bored of it. So be like,
I know what you mean, but I don't feel like it's that. I feel like it's.
I don't want to go home.
I feel like it's. I feel
But
like
you get to that point where you be like,
I feel like it's the pussy as well. Sorry, I feel like it's the you know what I'm saying, fam? Yeah, get me. I feel like it's vagina and penis as well, bro. I feel like it gets boring for the gal, and I feel like it gets boring for the man too. I don't feel like it's just the positions.
I have a
of the-
question. I have a question.
there's a saying about something of doing the same thing over and over. You get the same. It's insanity.
Insanity. Did you hear about the story of the 3 prison guards, ladies, that were jailed for having affairs with inmates and that?
Nope.
Yeah, I did.
You didn't?
You did? Yeah.
I didn't. They did well.
I'll just quickly click the thing, and I do want to ask you because obviously you've been inside and that, yeah.
They did well.
How
bro.
common is that?
I would have loved that shit.
I was gonna say, how common is that? Just out of interest. That's basically why I brought it up.
How common?
Yeah.
Common. I would
Well-
say without being in there.
Remember, I started off in young offenders, innit? I didn't really go to big man jail, but I started off in young offenders. I almost got to thingy, but in big man jail, that might be happening. I've heard of that happening a lot.
I know abroad, that's definitely happening.
You get me? I'm talking about in adult prison. I've heard that happening a lot, bro. Like a lot.
Yeah.
You got to remember, you know, there's some big guys in there, Cole. You get me? Like, there's some big dons in there, bro.
And those blankets alive.
You got these little. You get me? And enough of these thingy screws now are young, bro. They're not even big grown women or nothing like that.
I'm gonna quickly.
Where I was, I heard a teacher was beating a thingy still. I didn't see it myself, but I heard it was going on.
Alright, cool. So quickly, I'll just read it just so people are aware. It says, staff at the largest prison in the UK have gone through an anti-corruption training after 3 prison guards ended up behind bars.
Shit, man. They ain't gonna do
Bollocks, of course. Themselves for having an affair with inmates. HMP Berwyn in the Wrexham County in County Borough, Wales, is the largest prison in the UK and is able to hold over 2,000 inmates. But since opening in 2017, it has been hit by multiple affairs between prisoners and guards. So basically, if you ever go Penn and you go HMP Berwyn in Wrexham, you might be able
I
to.
just think that's the one that got exposed because I think
Nah, but do you know? I
majority
feel like,
of affairs happen in the workplace anyway.
And you know,
but I do feel like in Wales,
you know the maddest thing as well.
Very, very.
You know the maddest
liberal.
thing as well.
Like, they're
You would
horny.
expect
So I've heard.
you would expect it to be happening to the main man them and that. Nah, bro.
Nah.
I tell you who them affairs happen to. You see the man them that go like the man them that you wouldn't expect to be in jail.
Like fraud man and that.
Yeah, you wouldn't expect
Yeah.
them to be there.
But then-
They're not here on some masculinity
But you know
thing. They're
what?
not on no
But in
testosterone
my-
thing.
in my
They're just
brain-
keeping quiet and trying to ride their bird and
I
that.
swear to you, in my brain, I be thinking, raw.
They don't even go
Like
to
you
gym.
said, it will be those guys, but because they are in the field of fraud and finance, they probably say, yo, listen, if you give me a little something, I'll give your grandma a little 5k quickly. Trust me, don't worry about that 419. I can pattern that. No, of course,
It's
but
the
they
chops,
probably
man.
have connections too, as well, to maybe just move it over a little bit more.
No. Tried to do it the sneaky way.
Right. So with that being said, we're kind of pushed it, but we've got like say 10 minutes here. I'll give you another news story, and then I'm gonna finish on the final question. Did you not see Angela Simmons finally get with Yo Gotti? Do you know who they are?
Angela Simmons, that pastor guy.
Yeah, daughter.
She's decent.
She's decent still.
I know you all got you.
Decent.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
So
Didn't see
basically,
that story.
the reason why I bring it up is because she's been through quite a lot of traumatic stuff. Like her actual baby father and the guy I think she married and stuff passed away and stuff. Yo Gotti has been on to Angela from 6 years ago, coincidentally, and now finally, after she's dated like 4 or 5 men, now she's on it to be with him. So now a lot of people are asking, did he get the prize, or was it she's now just settling because she's, or did he just level up to a level where she's forced to say, "Rah, let me give him a chance"? Like he's probably a 30 guy. What do you lot think?
I feel he got the prize.
You think he got the prize? What are you saying, E-Man?
Perspective
Prize.
is everything.
People that are saying that she's just settling and that they just hate. They just hate it, bro.
Hey.
And that is what I like about the man then, because you've heard what we said about for the past 45 minutes, but we've also said, bruv, let people be happy. Sometimes it's all about timing.
And it's funny how it's mainly the girls that are saying, she's just settling.
They're hating, man. Because
Listen.
every relationship is unique to those two people.
Of
anyway,
course.
So.
That's what Ghost has
Bruv,
said on this
the
pod
girl-
many a time.
Some girls don't understand. You see, when a man wants a woman, it's a bit different, bro. I don't know.
Right, that brings me back to my point. When
I don't know how girls look at it.
They're looking past the numbers she's bringing to the table. They're looking past the numbers she's bringing to the
That's
table.
right.
Yeah, but I'm not even gonna be thinking about numbers, bro.
Listen,
If she says like, yo, like,
After that, I'm not gonna be thinking about numbers. But it's just that
you like her. Like,
after
there's
certain
nothing you
argument,
can
I
do.
might feel the
You fall for
numbers.
her.
In my head, mentally, like, what?
Man said, man, just
Hold on.
Well, no, that never happened. Fam. She was never in Punch. Anyway, listen. So, lastly, before we finish the pod, I hope you lot are liking this episode. I hope you lot are liking the energy we're bringing. Telling you, this is a new year, fam. We ain't playing, bro. Subs are going up. Guests are going up. Watch the next couple episodes anyway. I'm not gonna even talk too much. Women being accountable for who they date. How many times, have you heard a gal say, I dated this guy, and he was bummy, and he stank, and he didn't work, and his dick was dead, but they dated this guy. Go like that. They date you.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I edit out. They dated this guy for a good year, 2 years, 3 years. He was a bum. He was all of this stuff, and they still was dating him. Do women get held accountable for who they date?
Should they?
Should they?
Should they be held accountable?
Of course.
The easy answer is yes.
Why not, man?
But do they get held accountable? Because you see what I just said. They'll say, he was this, he was that, but they still slapped him, still stayed with him, still lived with him, some married him.
But I
feel yes, because man get held accountable for who they've just slept with.
Yeah.
Not even dated. Like, you could just...
Right, you beat her.
Yeah, and that's it.
What you got?
Yeah, but
that's it.
Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Do you know what I mean? And sometimes it's like someone can see a potential in you before you can see it yourself.
But
do you know
why?
what I mean?
But why then? If that was the case when you was dating them, why now? After you finish with them, are you gonna?
Yeah, that's a bitterness, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? I think
that's just
sometimes,
emotions.
like, it's so hard for women to like just put it to one. It's like a lot of the times when a woman breaks up with a man, they're like, yeah, but his dick was small, but it wasn't small when he was with him.
Start the
But all
count.
of a sudden it's small. Do you know what I mean? So I'm saying there's a bitterness that they need to get rid of and say like, brother, like we broke up, like
What's done is
what's
done.
done is done. I'm moving on. He's moved on, and that's it. Just park the bus and crack on with your life.
Man, give us a word on this. Come on, you must have an opinion.
Do women take do they take accountability?
For who they date.
Should they?
Who they
Oh,
date.
should they?
Or should they? Yeah.
Of course they should. Of course they should. Because
Why don't they?
why don't they?
Yeah. Why do they always say,
Because
he was this, he was that, and
me personally,
go on.
I feel like their friends are the bad people in this. They're always telling them what they want to hear from.
Yeah.
Like, this is why me
The
personally...
single friends, you know.
See,
The
Georgia?
single friends. Georgia's not even in the combo. She just on TikTok living her life. She's like, I've got a man. I don't care.
That's why...
This is what happens when you got the friend in your head not giving you the good advice that you need to hear.
Friends like that.
Go, finish your point, man.
If you did, what would you say? Go, girl.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? It's not good, bro.
Alright, watch
And
this.
this,
Wait. Go on.
I was just going to say, and this is why I've stopped helping my female friends out.
Because you know they don't give a shit about what you're saying.
Nah, because whenever I told them what to do, they do the opposite.
That's what I said, they don't
then
care.
Then they
You
come
see,
back.
You see what you just sorry to cut you. You see what you said. Just said. I think that's just relationships in general.
Mm.
Like when someone asks for your input in their relationship, they always do the total opposite. Do you know what I mean? Thinking like, oh, like what are you doing? You just asked me and I've told you the advice, and they end up with moments. It's like, yeah, but.
And he does, and they do
I
the
think
same,
it's just
and the
best to
same
stay
thing
out-
happens.
Stay out of it.
That's how
why
I
I stay
take
out
it.
of
I
it,
don't
man.
ask people advice on my relationship, you know.
Just keep it out of it.
You can't tell me what to do.
Exactly.
I can tell you what's happened.
Yeah.
And you can give me an opinion.
Word.
But you can't. You're not there.
You're not in the
You
relationship.
get it? You're not in it, fam, so you are not.
Maybe saying
there
telling them
through
what to
I've
do
gone
was the
through.
wrong word, but obviously when I
No,
give
but
my
you advise
advice,
them on how they
Yeah.
should go about it.
yeah,
No, what
Alright.
you said is correct, bro. What you said is correct.
So listen, yeah.
Can't think about it. Think about it. Like, man, them are mad fucking. Man, them are dangerous, innit? Gal are dangerous. Man, them are dangerous, innit? But you as a man giving a girl advice, you know, like, raw, she's probably messaging her right now. You're gonna probably link her again tonight after you gave her that long speech and gave her your time. And
Yeah.
And she's only giving her side of the story.
Yeah.
I don't even
And
do
she's
the
gonna
long
make her
speech.
side look so much better than
Right,
the other
read the
side.
word.
Go on, because there's a point I want to make. Go
I
on.
was just gonna say, I don't even do the long speech. I just feed the realness, fam. Just tell it how it is, fam.
Saying he's not serious. Done. Or he kind of likes you still. Done.
Basically, fam.
Yeah. All right, cool. So
Only if I really,
care.
yeah.
Right. Boom.
fuck that, bro.
Listen. This is very important. This is what I want to end on, yeah. Because as you'll notice, as the year goes on, we're gonna get into more conversations. And also, before we finish, I really want a lot of ladies to shout us on the Insta and that. If you want to come on the pod, voice your opinion as well, talk from your perspective, because I do feel like these are the conversations that's going to be happening going forward. A lot of people really want to know what the other sex thinks. A lot of people know what the other sex thinks, and a lot of people pretend to know what the other sex thinks. The last thing I was going to say was, you ever talk to a girl, like you said, she's telling you the story, and in this story, she makes it seem like she done absolutely nothing wrong. And you think to yourself, raw, but so you mean to tell me that in this scenario, he was just this horrible person, always arguing, always didn't want you to go nowhere, and you was just calm.
You see when
wrong.
You see when people speak to me like that, bro.
Be very wary.
I don't care.
A lot of gal are like that. I mean, I believe.
I don't care whether it's man or woman, bro. I become FBI.
This guy.
But I think
I'm at work for
You get what I'm saying?
goddammit.
Like, you see, if Cam said to me, I said, raw, bro, Georgia's moving, rare tear, blah, 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 blah. I'm feeling like rare tear. I'm gonna quiz Cam. But why would she do that, Cam? Like, do you get what I'm saying? That's how I move. I don't, for real? I can't just believe what you're saying. That's nuts.
Go. No, that's a sick point as well. Go on.
the thing is, I think that it's because women are judged to a different standard to men. Do you know what I mean? So even like, for example, when you ask a woman like, oh, like how many men have you slept with? It could be 20, but they're gonna say it's 4. Do you know what I mean? Because they don't want to.
That was a big difference.
But I'm saying.
No, but that's what they do, though.
Whatever it is,
and it's always free as well.
I'm saying, like, why does it have to be? Why couldn't she just say, look, I've slept with 20 men, and then you just process that how you want to process it? It's on you.
But you know
I've told you the truth.
Do you know what it
so
is?
it's like they feel like they've been judged by a certain standard that they have to uphold. When deep down they don't have to, because then you're going to turn detective and start thinking like, no, that number can't be right, or she's going to say, I'm doing this, and you're thinking
she belongs to the streets.
Nah,
Listen,
it's not making sense. It's too good to be true. Do you know what I mean? And sometimes it could be true, but then because obviously she's trying to uphold the standard that she's been judged by, it's like
You see me, I start to quiz. So how long was you with that man?
trying to work
So if
out
you was
the
with him for 2
timeline.
years and you was with that guy for 3 years,
But you're only 20.
yeah, that don't make no sense. You get what I'm saying? I quiz the shit out of you, bro. So bro, you see all of that? Oh yeah, I did this, bro.
and then she can start thinking.
I'm a victim blamer, bro.
Questions,
Right.
like,
You get me?
This is
like it's
what
an interview or something.
But this is what I'm gonna. But it kind of is. This is because the job is to be your partner or your future husband or whatever. This is where I'm gonna end the pod. Fucking sick episode. Shout out all the man them. Shout out George as well for giving a woman's perspective every time. Shout out anyone that sees this and thinks, "Rah, do you know what? I never thought about it like this." This is where I end it. Man them, believe it or not, more often than not, do hold each other accountable. We might not try and police our man them and say, oh, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. But we will say, yo, bro, like, do you really think that's really like the right way to go about it? Or do you really think long term that's really going to work out? Whereas gal,
I don't know if I agree, but
I'm just saying my point.
I've got time.
Yeah, listen. Gal,
We do, and I agree with that
exactly.
still.
Gal will not really hold their girls accountable, and the single girls will have friends that are in a relationship
It's a support thing, innit?
and say to them all the bollocks to actually make them end up being single just like them, and the girl that's in a relationship don't even know. If wait, there's an episode in the Boondocks which I watched recently, and the girl was a crazy gal. She could do kung fu and all this stuff, irrelevant, but basically she had a brethren in a Bluetooth headset that was giving her advice, and she was saying, girl, if I was there, I would have done this. I would have done this. Do you know what happened at the end of the episode? She blew herself up because the brethren advised her, "Rah, what? He kicked you out when you said you was gonna stay the weekend. If that was me, I would have just blown myself up. I would just kill myself. I don't even know what I would
see
do."
that point you make here. I think
Don't
like,
listen to these gal fam.
with
They're not there for
female
you.
friendship, like females get jealous of their friends when they see that they have a relationship that's like that's growing. Do you know what I mean? Like if I see you with your girl and I see you're in a good place, I'm like, bro, do you know something? I rate where you are. I'm not gonna start hating and say, she's this and she's that.
Of course.
But I feel that female will start throwing shades on. Like for example, you and George you say, bruv, Cameron's like,
Gal will try and steal.
I don't think he's like
Gal will try and steal your man.
exactly. Do you know what I mean? I think girls are like that.
Man
They don't
that-
want to see you in a
No,
happy
man
relationship.
them will pipe your girl, but man don't want your girl. Do you get it? That's the difference. I lie.
I ain't piping the man them's girl still.
Obviously, but I'm just saying, what man would do more often than not is man will slap your girl, but man's not gonna wife your girl.
And that's what I would say.
Whereas a gal would actually try and wife your man.
I'm as dog
That's
as they
the
come.
difference.
I ain't piping no man's girl, bro. Especially if I speak to you like this.
Yeah, but
I wouldn't do it,
different
bro.
settings, though.
I'm not like I know niggas that will do that straight, easy.
Sorry.
Like what?
Sorry.
And won't even tell you. Be laughing behind your back like it's a joke, and then get donged out. You get what I'm saying? But my thing is this: I wouldn't do that, bro. I swear to God, that's where my morals are. I would not do that.
Have you not seen that meme? Yeah, it's in America where the guy, it's a guy and a girl. Yeah, they're sleeping in the yard, and the ex-boyfriend comes. I don't know if they had kids or not.
Wait.
And he says, "I'm willing to die for this pussy." Are you?
Yeah.
I am. Bruv,
I'm prepared to die for this pussy.
do you get it?
Are you?
Are you? Listen, don't play.
Don't die for Yash.
Don't die for Nash though. Definitely. But yeah, I think that's what end the podcast.
Fam, I'm not even telling man that.
What? That'll die for the
Yeah, I'm not telling no man that.
MTTE overtime.
I tell my girl that.
That'll die for your
I tell my girl that straight. Listen, play around and you're gonna see what time it is.
That's when they got a bit technical.
Like I'm not on no fuckery, bro. Like I'm not on no stupidness. I'm a man out here, innit? And if you're not gonna defend my honor, I am.
I will.
And
100%.
I'm taking it 100. I tell my girl that. I've told her, bro. She
and on
knows.
that note,
She knows, bro. I've told her like I will kill. Don't play with me.
I might have to cut that out. But on that note,
I will kill.
On
Don't
that
play
note,
with me.
He's going back in there.
are you not entertained?
This guy's so tapped, man.
Hey, regard.
There's a part 2 coming up for that.
Nah, if man end up in jail.